has been WQNL's live coverage of the Colonel City Council. Up next, Eyes on Colonel with Ivy and Boomer, a Cicero Bronte IV production.
Good morning, oh Barkies! It does, it didn't work. You said it wouldn't work.
Well, no, because it's not morning.
I know, but I wanted it to be like playful this time because I feel like I've been kind of coming in this like a little too serious, and I mean, I want it to be like fun. Was it fun?
No.
Okay.
It was good effort.
Okay, well, thank you. Actually, thank you. That's better than I normally get. Welcome again to another Eyes on Colonel. We love to sit here and listen to everybody's complaints and see what we can do to help them as the most prominent, if not powerful citizens in Colonel.
Well, I mean, I'm prominent, I'm powerful, and you are here to
make you look good because you have a really bad image problem.
I won't deny it, but I think that, hiring you as a consultant to rehabilitate my image has been working, and I'm really thankful.
Thank you. Good, because, I'm like, my entire idea is that I'm going to come in here and we're going to make a real positive change in this town. You know what I mean?
Yes, that's our mission.
And
we wrote it out.
We wrote it out. We did it. I wrote it out. You don't take a lot of notes.
Well, writing is for, the lower classes and the subservient. I kind of just inscribe everything into my brain so I can repeat it later.
Huh.
It's the techniques of the affluent.
So like not doing anything. But you're not. Oh,
did I miss it? Did I miss it? Everything?
You missed the beginning. We talked about you shouldn't do anymore.
What do you mean? I came literally as fast as I could.
I've timed it before. There's 1 minute station break from between the time you guys end until the time we start.
But I had to stand up and collect my belongings and walk all the way outside, cross the street. What if there's cars that got to look left and right and left again and then, tiptoe across the road and then come enter and then weave in and out of all the people here. And then it's just really hard. And I'm sorry that I took more than a minute, but I promise I'm trying my best to be as speedy as possible.
And she's got her gout leg too. That's
true.
Slowing her down.
I know.
It's big today.
Oh, well, I guess you're not wrong.
It looks pink and juicy like a Parma ham.
Like a parm ham?
A Parma ham. Mm-hmm.
Is that with the cheese on it?
No, it's just fancy ham.
Oh,
I've heard of eggplant parm.
Oh, that sounds good. Speaking of eggplant parm, I, as a gesture of goodwill, I ordered Vivian Ann the chicken finger salad. And I got extra pink sauce on it, and so when she gets here, I'm making amends. I'm
Boomer.
going. Yeah.
I'm so sorry. I was supposed to tell you that Vivia Ann can't come today. She has been waiting for months for this new elbow cream to come in, and it's
elbow cream.
Well, it's a moisturizer, but specific for her dry elbows. And she got a message while we were at the council meeting, said it had arrived, so she needed to run home to put on her elbow cream.
Oh, it's called Herculaneum.
What? Wait, but it doesn't matter. She can do that later tonight.
Well, she said, Bev, tell Boomer I gotta put on my elbow cream. Maybe she'll catch you later. That's what she said. I don't tell her what to do.
So what am I supposed to do with this salad? There's so much pink sauce on it. It's inedible at this point.
Well, it's not like you're paying for it.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't like wasting food, so now I have to suffer through basically a bowl of like mayonnaise soup with some fucking lettuce floating in it.
Well, this is your fault for making assumptions and putting all your eggs in one basket, Boomer.
It's her favorite meal. Just a cup of pink sauce that she can dip individual pieces of lettuce in.
I'll just have my valet take it over to her right now.
No, do not.
Oh, that's nice, Ivy. I'm sure because she'll get hungry while she's putting the lotion on her elbows.
Please have Chet sit back down because I do not.
No. This is on him now. Take it to Vivian Ann. Fly, bird.
Oh, that's really nice.
I think it's too much because I think she's going out of her way to avoid being here.
What?
I think how do you not see it?
I love Vivian. She would never, ever just skip out on something important for a willy-nilly reason.
What are you talking about?
She is a very, very responsible young lady, and it's not her fault. Her elbows are bumpy.
We are 13 episodes, 14, 100 episodes into this show. She's promised to come every time, and she has made it a total of 0 episodes.
Well, her elbows are covered in ash.
No,
as much as Vesuvius erupts, and it sounds like that this is a very important day she's been looking forward to, and I think that you're not taking her feelings into account.
I just don't care anymore. I mean, like I'm trying to be the bigger person. I'm ordering cups of mayonnaise. I'm going to her house at night and throwing things through her window to try to get her to come talk to me, and she's not doing it.
Well, are you putting your names on it? Because she told me that she's been getting stuff thrown at her, but she didn't know who it was from.
No, I mean, that's a good point.
Did you throw the flavored chapsticks at her? Because she loves those. There's like a Dr. Pepper flavored chapstick that she loves. But lip smackers is what it is.
Weren't those discontinued because they caused was it like anal leakage or something?
I don't know. I don't have any clue. But she said someone threw it through her window and she loves it, but she didn't know. She thought it was from Santa Claus. And I said, Santa Claus doesn't come around this time of year and he doesn't throw things through windows. But she said, well, then who else could it possibly be?
And maybe if you threw some elbow cream at her house, she'd be here right now. So that's on you for choosing the wrong thing to throw at her.
I did not throw flavored chapsticks at her.
Okay, well then maybe it was Santa.
Especially leaky butt chapsticks. I did not do it. And I would not do it because that's just a waste. Again, I don't want to throw resources away. These are things that are important that people can use.
Well, did you throw the toilet paper around her trees?
Yes, I did throw the toilet paper around
her trees. That's a waste.
Well, yeah, but I mean, that's like you wipe poop up with it.
That's an insult. You're taking former trees and throwing them on living trees. Like this could be you next, Boomer.
I made her
You're
yard
being so
beautiful.
Disrespectful and so inconsiderate of all living things right now.
Well, I helped her tidy it up and put it back into little rolls so she could use it. And so I think she appreciated the extra toilet paper.
Thank you, Bev.
Yeah, but it was a lot of work. And if you had wanted to give her toilet paper, it would have been easier to just hand it to her like, already on the roll, not all splayed around on the trees. So for future reference, it's better that way.
So you're saying good thought, bad execution.
Yeah, and your name's not on it. It all comes back to she doesn't know who's giving her the toilet paper.
Well, Cody told me that I shouldn't put my name on it because if I did, then he would have to come and talk to me about it. He said, do it all you want. I don't care, but don't put your name on it.
Well, could you ask Cody if he could throw lip smackers at my window?
I don't think that was Cody either.
Oh, well.
I think that was you. You're the only person that has those things.
Oh, do you know what I love? Come to My Window by Melissa Etheridge.
Never heard of him.
Well, you're missing out. Picture acoustic guitars. It's the 90s. And there's a little, women with a short haircut sing about love. It's great.
How do you throw acoustic guitar through the window and have it not break?
I don't think you can.
Well, if the windows don't have glass in them, maybe.
Well, that would just be a hole.
But then you got to have a big pillow to catch it. Because if I remember correctly, acoustic guitars are fragile. And they would make a noise because that's their whole thing is they make noises.
Wow.
Okay, Bev. Thank you.
Fun facts.
Yeah. Okay. Well, let's get right to it. Okay, because I don't want to waste a whole bunch of time at the top of this episode. Last week we sent you with a list of demands for the council.
Yes.
And I wanted to check up on them. So I can go over the list here. Number 1.
Yeah.
Reinstate Ivy and Boomer.
They said absolutely not, and they said democracy has spoken, let the voters decide, and the voters did decide, so that was a really hard no. I'm sorry, Boomer and Ivy, but you do know the bylaws state that if for some reason, like if Lee or Woody quit or something, then maybe you could be the appointee to fill that spot. But so far, we've been having a blast, and I don't see any reason they would ever quit because we have the most fun I've ever had in my life on the council. So hard no.
Well, it's totally okay because I've moved on with my life. I've grown as a person, and I realized that there are more fulfilling things out there for me to do rather than be on this little, I won't call it a throne, but, like a commander's seat, a pilot seat.
A commander's seat.
Yes.
A fold-in chair, as you will.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
I'm
you guys
proud of you.
You're back on the folding chairs over there?
Yeah, because they moved us from, how we were in that part of the train museum with all the outfits and I got them all messed up. So they moved us over. So we're in more of like the auditorium kind of area, and so they got to put the folding chairs for me.
Oh, it must feel so empty in there,
Yeah.
that big old auditorium with nobody coming in to say anything.
And no one saying anything of substance.
Well, I don't. That's not the nicest thing. We say a lot of words. I say probably more than anybody. But you're right. We've had probably
That checks.
4 or 5 people there at a time, and the whole room could probably fit 30. If maybe even 40 if some people stood up.
I mean, do you remember what it was like when we were averaging like 12 to 15 people
I
per
do
meeting?
remember.
Man, that was the good times. Wasn't that good times?
It was fun to see more of my friends
Yeah.
there, but I think someone told me it's boring now because all we do is government, and I've
what's the
always
point?
just been doing government, so I don't fully understand, but I guess at some point people thought we were more fun. I guess when we were not doing as much government, I guess.
I mean, yeah, I would say we were probably more fun because I was there.
I
But I
guess.
mean, we got a lot done. We did get a lot done. And you know what? I'm looking over the sheet, and there was really just that one thing on there. So if you could go ahead and bring that back to them next
Okay,
week.
I'll ask them again,
Yeah.
but just know this last time people were pretty angry and said voters decide and it's democracy. And
Got it.
you really have to accept the results of the election. And I'm sorry, Boomer, but Ivy, you could take a cue from Ivy, who is really growing and improving himself and seeing new opportunities.
Okay, well, I don't have unlimited funds, so I need a place that I can I don't want to say embezzle from, but I need a place that I can earn extra income, if you know what I'm saying.
Maybe you could start a laundromat or not.
That's actually a really good idea and a really great way to get started on the road to become like a self-reliant and successful business owner. Is
I
through a
am
laundromat.
self-reliant and successful. I have a very successful business, but my problem is that I was used to 2 incomes, and now I have 1 income, and so now I am just slightly under where I would like to be. I want to get back up to where I was, and I don't think that investing. Well, if you wanted to pay for the laundromat, see, there you go. It's not.
Maybe you should get married because
Get what?
Married. That's a good way to get a second income. And some of those ladies that you see have really wonderful careers and they make a lot of money and are very independent.
I don't think
Chrissy's
that's
at the
gonna happen.
Walgreens. She's got
She
a steady
is.
paying job.
She is. Ivy, that makes me so happy that do you go visit with her?
No, I don't know. I say I have all of my designer medications shipped
Designer
me from
medications.
Switzerland.
Oh, wow. I didn't know they had medications in Switzerland.
Are you just talking about drugs?
No. It's luxury. They're usually coated in either gold or platinum, or have some sort of jewel encrusted on the side. It's all the rage.
Wait, you have jewel encrusted Mountain Dews and Cokes, and do you have golden flaked like candy bars?
What?
That's what
No.
when you go to the Walgreens, those are things you get at Walgreens. But Ivy gets them special.
No, you know how when you go to the Walgreens and you have
Yeah.
to go to the back and they hand you that bag that says here's your medication.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to say it out loud because
For
I
my
don't want to
ticker,
embarrass.
that's what they
well, yeah.
say. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I get 7 a month of different little bottles
Yeah.
that have all different types of stuff in them. They're like little tiny candies that don't taste good.
You chew them?
Well, I try mixing them in soda and they just bubble. It's gross.
Well,
Well, babe,
Yeah.
you could actually, if you were to subscribe to this service, you could have them shaped and flavored like anything you could possibly want. You can get You could have each one of your medications shaped like the marshmallows and Lucky Charms if you so desired.
Oh my gosh, Ivy, will you please come to my house and help me figure out how to do this? Because I would love to have Lucky Charms every day for my health.
Well, Bev, I must let you know that it does cost an arm and a leg, which if you don't get your medications, you might actually lose to begin with. So,
Well, it's a win-win at that point.
Oh yeah, because if I lose it, can you mail them away to Switzerland and then they send me the marshmallows?
no, they don't accept appendages as payment.
They should.
Oh, well then why do
That's
they call
criminal.
it costs an arm and a leg if they're not even, that's like saying it costs $1, but then them not accepting dollars.
Well, it's a turn of phrase, which you would expect most people to get, but I shouldn't have expected you to.
Well, I can't wait till I get Lucky Charms to make. Why don't I just go to Kroger and get Lucky Charms and eat them instead of my pills, and that's the same.
I'm not a doctor, but that sounds great to me.
Okay, that's what I thought, and it's cheaper and it won't cost any appendages.
It will eventually, but okay, cool. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, get a little station ID going here, and then we're gonna come back, and see if anybody's here to talk to us. There was I put out a sheet. Did you see the sheet that I put out?
I did see the sheet.
I'm trying to get more organized here because
Okay.
I've taken a cue from what I learned from when Vivian Ann abandoned us at the city council all those times.
Gross misrepresentation.
Well, I mean, okay, so I'm learning how to stay organized. So I have this note that I put out on the bar right next to where you ordered your fajitas and stuff, and it says, "Do you want to talk to me? Check yes or no." And they check yes, and then hand it to me.
Oh, cute. So you already ordered me fajitas?
No, they're out of fajitas,
Oh.
but I got you a salad. Oh, I'm just kidding.
Oh, gosh.
I got
was
you the
afraid.
meatloaf shake.
Oh, thank you. I was
Yeah.
so afraid I was going to have to eat lettuce today.
No, meatloaf shake.
Okay, good.
And then for dessert, I got you. It's just it's called chocolate tower of.
Oh, I
something.
know the chocolate tower. That's
Okay.
one of Butch's specialties.
It's 6 Snickers bars, and then he wraps them all up in fondant and microwaves it, and then just pours it onto you. I think.
is it
yeah.
based after the Stephen King book?
Yeah, well, it is in a way, and then there's another one you could pay $15 extra for the Watcher, and that's when Butch watches you eat it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of a candy book called Willy Wonka.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
We all know about books, don't we?
Yep. All right. Well, we're gonna take a quick break, and then that's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
Okay. Bye. Wait, not bye. Okay. Bye.
WQNL 1070 AM. WQNL is a listener-supported AM radio station. Today's episode of Eyes on Colonel is brought to you by Boney Tony Tacoma's Pizza Hut and Dinosaur Museum by The Dump. From the depths of the tar pits to the pits of hell, Boney Tony Tacoma will go anywhere to bring you the most accurate museum-quality exhibits and the freshest ingredients for his classic Italian pizza. Boney Tony's by The Dump. We now return you to Eyes on Colonel, already in progress.
Well, welcome back. And now is the time of the program where we ask all of our fellow friends and citizens that want to come up and state anything that needs to be stated, and we will help you out the best we can. Is there anyone out there that needs help from us?
Ivy.
Yeah.
Good
Oh, my
afternoon.
goodness. Hello.
Good afternoon. It's Cyril Stevens.
Cyril.
Cyril Stevens. And,
Hey.
boy, what a day. Just got done dropping off the couple of football sleds for the football team.
Yes.
And city's
been
in good
waiting.
hands.
Your
We-
famous
Football
charity work.
sleds?
Football sleds. You
So
know,
this is snow football?
no snow involved, but a football sled is like a heavy object for the a football player to move, and then when the game time comes, they'll be that much stronger. There were some old football sleds that we picked up, dropped off some new football sleds. I love football.
Oh, yes, Cereal. I know what you're talking about. The big, squishy, pretend men that they push themselves against during practice.
They have the shoulders and the torso, but sometimes you have heads on and sometimes you don't. That's just the football sled business.
So yeah, I mean, everybody knows, Cyril, that you make the best football sleds. You are known throughout the county, I think, as the guy.
Thank you. I mean, the addition of the head, people ask me, why do you have the head on the football sled? You just needed something to tackle, but I feel like it just gives that edge.
Yeah, if you look someone cold in the eyes when you're pushing them around, it really does take the humanity out of you.
Right? Oh, it's good to see all of you.
Do you ever kiss
Same.
them? Do you ever kiss the heads? Because it's also good to have a head on a practice kissing doll.
So so I know you picked up the old ones. I was going to ask you real quick. What do you do with them?
Do you want them?
I kind of do. So I'm thinking about starting a like a fantasy camp for adults.
Oh,
where
that's wonderful.
Okay, good.
I could use them as well. I'm thinking about making a heck house for Halloween, and I could use some dismembered bodies to scare some children into Christianity.
Okay.
I could use them to be my pretend husbands.
But I already asked for them.
Well,
so.
aren't there a bunch?
Well, at this point, it's a negotiation.
How is it a negotiation? I have dibs. Cyril, I have dibs.
Well, go on from the first house to the second. I can't say, but I figure I can drop off to whoever wants it first. You can
Yeah, that's me.
exchange. You want the first week with the football sleds?
I want all of the weeks. I want every week with the football sleds.
Oh, no. We need joint custody of these football sleds.
Wait, how are you going to use football sleds to evangelize people to Christ, Ivy?
Because it's theater. It's theater with a twist, and the twist is Jesus. Basically, we put all these tableaus in a house, and you have headless torsos going through horrible things. Like one is sitting there and they're drinking. And another one is crying because they're depressed, which is a sin. And then another one is just, I don't know, thinking about becoming a mother, and then they don't. And that's a sin, too, because once you start thinking about having a family, you got to have one.
But couldn't you just take your like size 48 pants that you wear, fill it with straw, and just have that be a human? Why do you have to have a football sled?
Because I can't be at all places at once.
Plus, they smell good.
His pants?
No, the old pretend football boys.
How do you know what they smell
Well, I
like?
didn't know they were called sleds, but I know that you can go smell them after practice, and they smell like
Okay.
It's
husky
important
boys.
To, it's
Oh,
important
God.
to check in on the cleanliness of the football sleds. Smelling is very encouraged. Yes.
Is it,
I can bring down that 48-inch to a 42-inch. I'm a 42-inch myself, and I feel better than ever. I was 44, and I'm 42 as well.
Oh, really?
How'd you do that, Cereal?
Oh, well, I jog.
wait, I'm sorry. Are you calling him Cereal?
Isn't that his name?
You can call me whatever you want,
Yeah,
Bev.
okay, then it's good. Okay.
I thought his name was Cereal Stevens.
However your mouth mushes it, that's my name. My name is Cyril Stevens.
Oh, it actually did sound like cereal that time. Okay, cool. I was just making sure.
How do you say cereal?
Cyril.
Cyril.
How do you spell it, Cyril?
Cyril, you spell it Cyril.
Cyril. I would have.
I spell cereal Cereal.
That's good. That's a good
think.
job.
That's like a three syllables in the cereal.
Cereal. Yeah.
All.
You just want two. Cereal.
That's correct.
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
There you go.
Cereal. I'm sorry. All these many years I've been calling you cereal like Lucky Charms, and I didn't know that I had it wrong. I'm really sorry.
Well, when you call me Cyril, it's just like I'm a charm in Bev's life, and that makes me smile. So that's why I have never corrected you. You can call me whatever you want.
You are a charm in my life, cereal.
That's really sweet.
Cyril.
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 It's okay.
Well, Cyril,
I didn't mean to disrupt this conversation.
Well,
Let's go.
you
let
did.
me lay some things out. Let me explain it a little bit. My speech has been greatly affected by the impact that my mouth has been dealt by the football sleds. You see, I was a football player before I delivered sleds.
I remember. I
Oh.
played with you.
Yeah,
I remember. We went to state twice.
yeah. Yeah, those were wild
I went to
times.
state 6 times, but you went to state twice because of the wire jaw thing.
You just love school.
I went to the State of the Union.
You did?
Yes.
How was it?
It was divine. I'm
Which-
sorry, you're sitting, you're
State
standing, you're
of the
hearing.
Union?
Oh, well, it doesn't matter.
I'm from Georgia.
That's great. So wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
I'm trying to start a camp where adults can get in shape. Okay, they can like help.
Well, our Barkeys is a place where adults go to, get in some kind of shape.
Oh, that's right. I love to come here to get in shape.
Yeah, but I'm trying to. My point. Oh, come on, Cyril, stay with me here, okay?
It's not football related at all. What's this camp that you have?
It is football related.
Oh,
it's
thank goodness.
It's an adult football fantasy camp, and if you let him have him for his like, what did you call it? Like a
Heck
fuck house,
house.
a fuck house. Then it's gonna be.
Heck.
Oh, sorry.
No, my ear shut off whenever Ivy said "fuck house."
Yeah.
It's just like
That's what I'm saying.
I
like,
would never.
I don't personally. I will not go to Ivy's fuck house if it's just football sleds.
right.
Yeah, you gotta have different dolls and because they make all different types of pretend people.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, are you really going to have more than just the sleds? I mean, like, what if it's not my type of guy?
No, I got like crepe paper. I got these, and it's not a fuck house. It is a heck house where we talk about the dangers of sin.
Is this like a scared straight? This is like
Yes. It's
I've
like
been
when you
to-
take troubled teens to prison, you let them stay there for the night, and they go to sleep, and then all the prisoners are acting up real bad because they know that they want to have some fun because these kids they need to be scared straight.
I'm sorry, you are describing a fuck house.
No. You don't understand how much work and how much theater it takes to keep children on the right path to God.
Okay. Well, my point is that if you want your sleds to be associated with whatever he's talking about, that's fine. But if you want your sleds to be associated with getting healthy,
That's good.
getting a bunch of dudes shirtless and getting ripped, maybe even some ladies shirtless and getting ripped.
I want to come.
That's what I'm saying. Well, I already got somebody else on my side. Let's do this.
The more football sleds we can have circulating through the community, the more people we have playing football.
And I mean, Ivy, I love you and I respect your religion and I love that you're allowed to talk about it now.
And I'm sorry I called it I do believe that's what I heard the first time, but I do apologize for
Calling it a cult.
No, it's a common misconception. What my
Your fuck cult.
accent can sometimes change things around. And I just want to let you know that I would never have any intention of doing some untoward things to those manly dolls.
I do.
what do you have in mind?
Oh man, I already told you, shirtless men and women getting ripped, getting blotto, getting fucking
Getting blotto?
Yeah, man.
Getting blotted with sweat?
Yeah, we'll blot all sorts of stuff. Look, here's the deal. You're gonna love it. You are especially gonna love it.
I'm not going anywhere near.
I will get you down to a size 36 in no time.
I am already 48 centimeters around. I don't need to get any smaller.
48 centimeters.
Yes.
That doesn't sound healthy.
Yeah, well, I was a model. I used to wear cocktail napkins.
And for what publication?
Infant.
Infant. I'm going to stop you right there.
Infant fashion.
Okay.
There we go.
And how old were you when you were doing this?
Oh, just a few decades ago.
Okay, so when he was like 30.
And they were concerned at that time, but they figure you probably grow out from the centimeters and go into like inches.
Inches, yeah, I would say.
Well,
inches.
I was born at a time when America was thinking of going metric, and so I was raised metric. And so my brain still has to translate over to imperial sometimes.
Okay, has there been a time where it's seriously been considered? I know like NASA used...
The 70s.
Yeah, that's what I was... Yeah, the 60s and 70s when NASA was using it a lot and they were like heroes, everybody was like, oh, maybe metric's away. But I mean, like... ever since then, when we started, really getting some pride in our country and really saying, no, I want these arbitrary, completely random units of measurement that no one else in the world understands.
Let's get something clear here. I don't have anything against the imperial system. I actually really like it, and I think it comes from a place that is actually really important. I think there is a lot of chauvinism that goes with our units of measurement that we are talking about here. But imperial system uses practical numbers to inform us of what we're using in this world. Metric is just a base 10 all around. There's no art to it whatsoever. But yes, 144 is 12 dozen, and I think that's great.
Did I ever show you the picture of when they made the football field metric?
No, I would love
Whoa.
how many feet was that?
Okay. No, they do yards at football. It's 100 yards.
and how many?
So that equals about 1.5 miles, probably, and that's in British a kilometer. So
How
it was-
correct is she in this? Because I do not know the metric system.
Well, number one, Britain actually uses miles,
yeah,
especially
they do
in England.
use miles. Yeah, but they have a weird mix of the metric.
They
and
do.
Oh, I
and,
thought they used something else.
kilomiles was correct.
They drive on the left. So in this football, did they have to throw always to the left, or could they throw to the right?
Well, they threw up. They threw upfield.
They threw upfield.
If
in
you were
British,
to throw it to the left or the right, that'd be out of bounds.
Out of
That'd be a
bounds.
pass out of bounds.
Oh,
Well, you're really close because you can go lateral, right? But you can't go backward. You can't throw backwards. You have to throw lateral or forwards, right?
what about in England?
In England, you
Kick the football.
kick the football.
Yeah, it's not. They don't have real football. They
Oh,
have
so it's not left or right; it's arms or legs.
they have fancy lad football over there, and
Okay.
there's only like 190 something countries that even like their version of football. So I don't even see the point in paying attention.
Oh, well, you know what sport I love? Do you know, Serial, about soccer? I love soccer. Have you
That's-
ever heard of that?
That's football over there.
That
With
is
a U.
football.
Oh, it's the metric system of soccer?
It's the metric system of sports.
Okay, and we have imperial football and they have metric football.
Yes,
Imperial football
okay.
and imperial mindset in our colonization practices. Yes.
We have the
Yes.
feet, and they have the feet. We have
Oh.
measure feet, and they have the ball feet.
yeah.
I have feet.
You have feet.
Common
Which
ground
type
where
are
we can
mine?
walk.
Your feet are the feet that can push a sled.
Oh,
Well,
thank you,
once that gets
Serial.
by yourself.
Everybody's legs here. I figure everybody's feet and legs are here, capable of pushing a sled.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, Serial, you see the potential in everyone.
I see the potential in everyone. I want to show you the picture of the senior prank when they made the football field a metric.
Okay.
I went into in the retrospect, I'm very proud. But when I first saw it, I went into a blind rage. Yeah, but
And it was in inches,
it was in, I think it was meters, millimeters.
meters and millimeters.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. It took
Awful.
a long time.
Awful.
That's how they play
did it-
soccer in millimeters.
They marked the whole field in millimeters.
Yes, they did.
That's got to be millions of tiny marks, and they did it on both sides. I'm sure.
It was just a large white stripe.
I love the precision, though.
But you could see if you were to look really closely, there were small little marks.
Hold on, can I see? Hand me the thing.
That was 1998.
1998.
Okay, I kind of see. It just looks like football to me.
I took a picture of that picture.
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's the big reflection, and it looks like you're God because you're
You
so
can see my
big.
reflection.
Yeah.
But that's reflection.
if you
I
don't
see.
use the flash, it'll help with that scenario. When you do the flash, it's gonna blow it out, and you're gonna get a lot of your
I've since
background.
learned that.
Yeah,
Well, it looks like you're the football god.
I'm the.
kind of are. I mean, that's
Oh,
what
Serial, the god of football.
you were the best running back that Colonel High has ever seen.
Thank you.
You
Thank
know,
you.
I mean, like I will say, like, I mean, anytime I needed somebody to just plow through a bunch of dudes, you know, like get up there and just really just put themselves in harm's way and just get in there, you know, like that was you.
In the hallway, also outside the football field, on the hallway when you needed to take finals, when you needed to go to the lunchroom, I was there making,
And
making those
like
blocks.
in line at the Kroger, it didn't matter. We'd be like, get in there, Cyril, and you just get in there.
Yeah.
I mean, you've brainwashed a little bit, maybe. It was sad. It was actually really sad. You were doing it all the time.
I was watching game film. My life was football. So once you experience that, you look through the world a different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But something happened to your jaw when you got wired shut, and now you said your mouth is funky?
Well, sometimes I slur my words because of the full frontal impact of my face when I was pushing some of those sleds early in my football career. That was before I became a good running back. That was my freshman year.
Yeah.
Oh, I too have a lisp.
I'm not sure if I have a lisp.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
think
not
he
sure-
has a lisp.
Well, what would you say my verbal affectation is? What do you say?
Oh, I don't think you want me to
Because
do
I'm not
this.
a speech pathologist. I know about football sleds. I know about units of measurement. I know about.
Ivy's got a pathology.
I have a pathology.
Yeah.
Could you elaborate?
A psychopath.
No.
Oh, socio.
No.
He's got one of those too. There's one of those pathologies going on over
Well,
there.
Ivy didn't seem to mind too much when I was talking. So speech pathology is off the table because you didn't seem too mad when I was talking the way I was talking.
Yeah.
Why would I be mad? Why would I point out a flaw that somebody else has?
There is no flaw in any way the way
Yeah, he
people
was-
talk.
That's right.
He was
Serial.
made by God, like you always say. He was made perfect.
No, and that's why I won't. Like we are all flawed creatures because we can never achieve the perfection of God.
Hey,
But
Cyril,
Yeah.
I'm not flawed.
No, nobody here is flawed. Serial's mouth got that way because he kept banging up, trying to kiss the little.
He was
Pretend
kissing,
man.
He was kissing the metal man.
And since we're in a bar, we're not in the council. I want to say, well, this reminds me of the time when we meet in the center field and say a prayer, and everybody mouth guards in, no matter what, no matter how much saliva built up in the mouth guard from playing a game. You just always give it up to the big football man upstairs.
I
big
never
football
did it.
woman upstairs.
Never did
You
it.
never did it.
No.
You were always outside. You were always just like veering off to the sidelines, talking to the cheerleaders while the team prayed.
Damn right. You know
Okay.
what? You know what? And you know what that did for me? It made me a stronger person.
Well, all more power to you.
But also that you weren't elected team captain though, weren't you? Because of it.
I didn't need it. You know, when you're a star quarterback 6 years in a row in a place like Colonel High, you don't. Team captain's just one of those affectations that's just too much. You know, it's like you might as well be like towel boy or president. It's like the two things that are just largely like they're just ceremonial positions. They don't have any real power.
I didn't know there was a towel president.
Yeah, have you not been? Ivy was towel president for a little while.
Really, Ivy? That is so, congratulations.
Yes, and I upgraded all the towels.
Did you get them monogrammed? Is that how we started getting the monogram tails?
Yes, I got one for everybody on the team with their initials on it.
Oh, you're sweet.
But they wouldn't do the care instructions. Like I said, they were pure silk, and they had to be hand washed and hand dry. And you couldn't even they just threw them all in the washer and they got ruined.
And by the end of the first practice, everybody was wiping. And they all just looked like the Shroud of Turin. It was awful. It was
Oh, I'm
just
sorry.
pure white silk with just brown grease faces on them.
Another place my efforts go unappreciated.
Well, I'm
He did
sorry.
blow the whole towel budget, though. That was nice.
Well, that's
I appreciated
good. It's
that.
important to use all the money.
Yeah.
I learned that at council.
Yeah, because if you don't, then next year the towel budget's going to be like, oh, they didn't need all that money.
Yes.
Yeah. So that was the first time I looked at Ivan and I was like, that's some business acumen that guy's got there.
Yes.
He knows what he's doing.
Yes, you're very smart, Ivy.
You're very
Always
smart.
been
Thank
very
you.
smart. Serial, I have
Yes.
to ask, was there something that a dream you needed us to help you make come true?
good
Or did
question.
I might have got confused because he also said that the football god was a lady. Remember?
Did he say that?
Just a little bit. He said the prayed to the lady football god in the sky.
I did open it up to
interesting.
Our conception of big football is imperfect, flawed, if you will. Therefore, I believe the true football big person is just that, a big person.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, Cyril, you're so smart and philosophical. But I do want to know if we can help you or if you're going to give us the dolls to practice our kissing.
Yeah, so what do you need from us? What can we
Let's
do
get to
for
the
you?
point of this.
Well, contrary to how I reacted initially, I do think the football sleds in Ivy's whatever basement is
The fuck house.
It's
The heck house.
depending on the dimensions, we may be able to disassemble and reassemble. But Ivy, the sled can be yours. I was looking for some place to put the old sleds because I don't want them to go to waste.
Thank you. They'll go to
Oh.
such a good cause if you let me have them.
But I said it first. I said I need these sleds for my fantasy camp.
How many of them are there? Different
There's
sleds?
6 of them, right?
And does each one have 2
There's
boys?
only 2.
What happened to the other 4?
Oh.
There were 6 at Colonel High.
I need them.
Oh, so now you're taking them.
Yes.
And what are you going to do with
Wait, excuse you.
What?
They're his, and he's not taking them from anywhere or anyone. They belong to him, and now you're mad because he's not releasing all of them.
He comes
you
here-
are a selfish individual, and I
He
just want to point
comes
that out.
here and he says, I need help with this thing. I have these sleds. I need them out of here. And then we say, cool, we'll take all of them. And he says, well, you can't have all of them. That's messed up.
Well, beggars can't be choosers.
That'd be like me saying, hey, Ivy, do you want a whole pizza? And you say, of course I want a whole pizza. And I go, actually, you can just have the crust.
No. He did not even say that he had 6 sleds at the beginning. He said he had these sleds, and that does not indicate how many that he has. And now that you assume that he had many more than he did, and he was willing to give away many more, but he's not. And so this is all on you, Boomer, because you are
excuse
making
me.
assumptions that are
I'm going to be right. I'll be
not
right
correct.
back. I'll be right back.
What if somebody tries to rob cereal and he needs to have them on a train, have the football guys on a little toy train going around so the robbers think he's having a party.
Like in Home Alone, the documentary.
Yeah, about the Christmas robbers, but they could rob at other times of year. So we need to protect cereal with the pretend party members.
All I'm thinking, okay, so if Cyril has these little dummy men,
Sled dummies.
excuse me,
Dummy men. Yeah,
Smart pretend men.
yeah, he can do whatever he wants with them. If he wants to keep them all, he can keep them all. If he wants to give some, he can give some away.
I
I'm willing to take
agree.
some.
Okay, I
agree.
just went out to your truck. There are 6 sleds in the back of that truck. There are 6 sleds. What are you trying to pull
How
here?
many do you need?
I need 6 sleds. I
You
already
need
said
6
that.
sleds for your fantasy camp.
How am I supposed? I can't have a 2-sledded fantasy camp. What do you think we are, Butts County?
I could be one of the practice makeout dolls.
Okay, that's actually a decent option, and I will keep you in mind.
Oh, yay.
I understand Ivy's use of the sleds more than I do you. I want to hear more about this fantasy camp. Because I missed the first part. I know about, you said football camp or fantasy camp.
It is a football fantasy camp. Okay,
So you're just gonna show your stat breakdown for your fantasy football to a sled dummy.
no, it's like, okay,
He's going to dress them like wizards.
This seems
and
like a very
nymphs.
This seems like a very sedentary practice. This
it's-
fantasy camp.
Okay, think about this. Hey, you know how when you go to like spring training, you go to your spring training or whatever you do, the guys go and they dress up and they have scrimmage games against each other,
Right.
And they're professional athletes. I want to give every man that.
But it's fantasy.
It's
not
a fantasy,
real.
yeah.
Harry
and
Potter.
That's why I call it a camp.
Or the rings, the elves with the rings.
What?
I'm thinking of fantasy. Elves and rings and Harry Potter.
Slightly different.
Lord of the Rings.
Think about
Lord
this.
of the Rings.
Have you heard of a rock and roll fantasy camp?
I've heard of School of Rock.
That's the
Oh.
same, basically the same. Okay, now
Oh, you want to? So that's going to be your audience. You're going to have the sleds out to represent the audience for the camp goers to play in front of.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
cute.
I
that's
thought
so
it nearly
sad.
got-
We could
No.
actually use that at council because since they've moved us in the bigger room, it's kind of sad. So could we put some of the pretend smart football boys there?
they're mine. I claimed them.
They're cereals.
But cereal doesn't need. What are you going to do with them?
I run my own running back camp. Camp for running backs. Everybody in Georgia and the Southeast can come to my.
And
training camp
actually
to-
play? Oh my gosh.
That's what I was going to do. You just pooped on my idea, but my whole thing.
His idea that he had first that he's
Yeah,
already
he's already
implemented.
Okay,
did
what's it
it.
called? Does it exist yet, Cyril?
It's
yes
called,
or no?
It's called Cyril Stevens running back camp.
It sounds
I've
like you
heard of
just
that.
came up with that. It sounds like you just.
No,
It's just 'cause
no.
it's
It's not
his
something you
name.
advertise. It's something that coaches know about that tell their players and they attend during the summer. It's not supposed to be. I'm not letting anybody come in from the city.
He caters to an elite clientele.
Yeah, the students, the geniuses, the student athletes.
Wait, okay. There's
Which ones?
no. There is a huge difference between geniuses and student athletes, and you know it.
Everybody
No.
on that field are geniuses.
Sports
Amen.
geniuses.
Sports
Yeah.
Okay,
geniuses,
okay.
academic geniuses, spiritual geniuses.
Triple threats.
Okay. How about this? You're gonna take 4 of them. No,
I have 4 of them. Technically, I don't need them all the time, so I could get them to you if you do want to run your weird rock camp.
no. It's not.
You're
it's-
negotiating from a place of no power and no leverage.
Well, I get 2 of them. We already know that much because they're not going to your torture basement.
Well, I'm here. I'm here to negotiate away because I'm just thrilled. I'm over the moon that my sleds are going to have a use.
They're going to have so many uses training football people to be football people, but they're just everyday people that want to pretend that they're the professional football people. So they'll wake up, they'll do all the drills, they'll do all the training, and at the end, I already have been talking, they are going to have an actual scrimmage game against the 86 Chicago Bears.
I dream of a world without football.
Are you?
That's what I'm saying. Excuse me. A world without football.
I'm sorry, that must have been one of those intrusive thoughts.
No. Well, I figure if the Chicago Bears all gather around, that'll be that level of football, that moment of football, what more football could we have afterwards? To Ivy's point, if that level of football is displayed, how can you get this together, Boomer? You know how you have the Chicago Bears on the line.
Well, the '86 Chicago Bears, yeah, because so everybody knows I put out an album in the late '80s, you know, and it wasn't well received, but it also wasn't critically like panned, you know, and I went on a tour where I opened up for the '86 Chicago Bears, and when they were doing their Super Bowl shuffle, and I I just made friends with them. We kept in touch. You all know this.
That's amazing. Everybody
knows this. Is this not on my Wikipedia?
No, we know it. We just don't see why that means you can steal from cereal.
Mm-hmm. I'm not stealing from cereal. I'm laying out the thing saying, look, you have, I don't know what you were saying about rich people doing things and stuff. Look, my whole point is I'm training the next '86 Chicago Bears.
Oh my
here.
God.
Why don't we do a thumb war or some kind of competition just to figure out who's actually the best footballer? Because I think cereal is better at football than you.
How about just football trivia? Ivy can quiz us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ivy, shoot.
Fine. All right.
Your favorite football moments, anyone
you name
would
it.
do.
All right. Before footballs were oblong, what shape were they?
Square.
Correct.
That is not.
Yes,
Yes, it is. They were two-dimensional squares.
Okay, well, that's not a square.
You just visualized it. You stared at the square on
Okay,
the
the
floor.
original football was
wow.
a pig's bladder, so it was more pig's bladder shaped.
That's
this
after the
predates
square.
that. Mm-hmm.
Okay, fine. That's one for him. Let's keep going.
Okay. Who won prettiest at the second Super Bowl?
The '86 Chicago Bears.
No, that is so silly. The Super Bowl is a lot older than 86.
Well, are you talking about the '86 Bear? You know, as a baby before they started
Yeah,
playing football.
absolutely.
That was the prettiest, and they just knew that.
They just knew. They
this
were like,
was going to be an
eventually-
'86 Bear.
They picked out like 28 random babies, and they were like, all these babies are really attractive, and they won prettiest, and then eventually all of them, by some crazy coincidence, became the '86 Chicago Bears. That is canon. That is canon.
Climbed out of the incubator and pushed it like a sled.
That's what I'm saying, and he knows this, so you can't even say I'm wrong about that one.
Okay, well then a point for Boomer.
Yes.
Okay, it's a tie. This is the last one, and this will determine who gets all the pretend but smart football boys.
Oh wait,
Oh, Bev, you don't want the sleds?
yeah.
Well,
You could go to either one. To be
I've
fair,
been no, I want them at the council to fill out the room. I want them at my house so it feels like I've got a party. I want them also to protect me. Like I have a lot of uses for them, but
protect you.
cereal, yeah. Oh, you missed it because you had gone away to count them. But if you put them on a toy train, it helps. It's a security system. So
Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense.
yeah,
actually,
I learned it on television.
You know they
so-
weigh like 600 pounds a piece, though.
Well, it'll be a strong train,
Okay.
I guess.
A real train.
I guess. I don't really know, but I saw the conflict serial between these other folks, and my needs are not as pressing as Ivy's, but my needs are more pressing than Boomer's because his is just an ego trip.
No, it is not.
Yes.
I'm helping people. I'm giving. Okay, Bev, what's something you love doing?
Meeting new best friends.
Okay, so what if I made a camp where you could meet new best friends?
I know, but why do the pretend boys have to be there? I want a preferential towards real life people.
Okay, so my meeting new people camp is about doing an activity together.
Oh, like a sing and dance camp.
Well,
yes.
I'm starting a shut in the fuck up camp, and you're the first person invited. So
I am not going to go to the shut in the fuck up camp, but I'd love to see your techniques as a counselor.
Oh, really? And
Yeah.
it's like I stare you down until you cower in fear.
We're gonna see what happens with that.
Well,
Okay.
let's ask. We have one more
Question 3, Ivy. You know this.
Oh, okay, yes.
You know what we need to do here, Ivy.
All right. Outside of North America, this is
Yes.
the only country where football, the American kind, is popular.
Canada.
Outside, I'll repeat it.
Outside of America?
I'll repeat it.
That's what I
for
heard. I heard
Cyril.
America.
Outside of North America, this is the only country where football, the American kind, is popular.
Canada.
It's Canada.
It's
yeah.
Canada.
I'll repeat it again for everyone.
You said North America because you didn't say North America the first
Yeah,
time.
you
didn't.
didn't.
You just said
I'm
America.
pretty
sure you did.
America.
I'm a worldly and
I heard
sophisticated
it.
man.
Yes, you are.
If I didn't say it, it was implied because I view America as a continent.
I heard it,
Two of them,
Ivy.
actually.
I'm on your team.
You
I
know-
think you win.
Oh, I win?
Yeah, because you said North America and their ears didn't hear.
Well, he hasn't answered any of them correctly. though.
Congratulations.
I
Ivy.
asked them, and I've been judging, so I knew them all.
Okay,
so.
can we maybe...
So now, Ivy, you get to pick what Cereal does with Cereal's possessions.
Well, it
Well,
sounds like
okay.
they're gonna. How many sleds do you want? I have 4.
Okay.
He has 6. He is a liar.
Well, here's the thing. What I'm going to do, I'm extending olive branches today. And so, like good King Solomon, we're going to divide these sleds.
You can
And-
have them all.
You just want the bottom
Well,
parts?
I'll take 2. I can do a lot with just 2.
Okay.
And then, how many do you have?
I have 6 right now.
6. Well, and I can distribute these out as I see fit.
And I can have the heads. Can you cut the heads off of them? I just need heads.
Okay. Well, what I'll do, Bev, you get 3.
3 heads.
You
and
get 3 whole ones,
3 whole sleds.
and you can take just the heads home with
Oh, okay.
you, and then put the bodies in the train museum
Oh,
for
that's
council.
brilliant.
Because I think that y'all deserve a fair shot.
Thank you. Can I have the outfits too that go with them? The football outfits and the hats?
Of course. And
Oh,
then Cyril, you get the last one, so you can smell it all you want.
you can
Excuse
come
me?
smell
So
them
wait,
at my house.
let me get this straight. I get 0.
You get 0.
Okay, how about this? Can we work
What?
out a sharing
No,
thing
no,
where, like,
no,
I
no.
pick them up from your
Everyone
fuck
else-
basement
no, no,
and
everyone
you
else
just hose
here-
them off for me?
No.
Everyone else here had immediate needs, and
I
you do
haven't-
not.
I'm the only one with an actual business plan.
You're in the,
I have an LLC.
you're in the planning stages. Everyone else needs them immediately.
I have an LLC. My whole thing was I was just waiting for sleds.
When I heard that these sleds
Limited
that
life
Ivy
as a
had weren't
cook.
going to go to other people, my whole view of you, Ivy, has changed drastically. Why don't you share the sleds
Thank
like
you.
I have failed to?
All I wanted to do was just get all of the sleds, and Ivy won't even share any of them with me.
No. I identify needs, not whiners. And I think the immediate needs are with myself, Bev, and yourself, Cyril. It's not legally binding. You can rescind it if you want,
take
but
it
that's
back.
just how I've evaluated the situation, and I am determined to view myself as an astute business person and a deal maker here.
Can I say one thing, Cyril? real quick?
Absolutely.
Do you want to hear the name of my fantasy football
Yes,
camp?
I do.
It was the Cyril Stevens Memorial Football Camp.
That means he's gonna kill you.
No, that means,
I don't believe he's going to
Wait,
kill me. I
why?
don't believe
I
Boomer's
already
gonna kill me.
remember Cereal.
That's my point, and now everyone will forever.
But I remember him because he's here. I don't need another reminder. Well, you're going to kill him or take him away? You're going to steal him?
No, he'll be right there. He's gonna be there.
Cereal.
I'm going to be alive. I'm not going anywhere, Bev.
Okay, I was
it's
so
okay, it's
afraid.
okay.
Why are you memorializing
Okay,
him?
let me rephrase. How about this?
What about Hall of Fame?
Okay, the Cyril Stevens Pre-Memorial Hall of Fame Fantasy Football Camp.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, Cereal
The
Stevens.
CSPMHOFFFC.
That name was so long,
Put it on a
I
shirt.
already forgot Cyril was in it by the time you finished naming it.
Man, that's the beautiful part of it is that he is everywhere. You don't even need to remember Cyril's there because I'm going to put your faces on the dummies. The jackets and everything that we give, you'll get 10% of everything, obviously. I'm going to share in the profits. I mean net, not gross, obviously. And you know, we'll put your name and your face everywhere.
But he called them dumb. It's not nice. They're smart pretend boys.
What?
Well, they are dummies, Bev.
Yeah, they are dumb. Oh,
That's
you're the dummies.
hurtful.
No.
Stop. They're smart pretend boys.
It's literally like a 400-pound sled with a bale of hay strapped to the front.
Okay, well, you know what? If that's all you need, then you can use a trash can lid and put hay on it because
Why
that makes a
can't you
great
use
sled.
a trash can lid and put hay on it?
Because have you ever tried to kiss a bale of hay? It doesn't come out very good. You get hay in your mouth.
Cyril, make the right decision here.
How many years will you commit to running this camp?
How many do you need? I'll give thousands if you need.
Thousands of years.
You're going to give me, like, you're talking like a Scientologist? You're going to give me years past what you have?
Yeah, I'll give you your own football planet after you die.
I
if
could
that's
not
what
ask
you need.
that from you, Boomer. I'm sorry.
That's how much I'm committed to this.
Your generosity is off-putting.
Okay, how about this? I'll
Among
give
other
you
things.
10% of the net first 10 years, After that, we go full partners, 50-50.
I've never gotten to this for money. It's just about the people coming through learning about football.
And I'll give you a healthy handshake every time I see you.
I love a healthy handshake, Boomer.
Give me that healthy handshake. All right. Ivy, I will loan you 2 of these sleds.
Why not you just put like a scary face on a paper plate?
Oh, that's
That's a
yeah,
great idea.
a
That
much
solves
better
everything.
idea.
Thank you.
Okay, well, great. I feel like this was something we had, like, you know, here's my thing. This show is great because we just made a real impact in his life.
And I get to eat a whole chocolate tower during the meeting.
That's true. Ivy, how are you feeling about this?
I'm great. Did you come here with an issue you wanted us to help out with?
Just
No,
the sleds,
I came
yeah.
after work. I was dropping them off. I'm here for a beer.
Oh, nice.
That's
Okay.
great. Okay, good. Well, I'm glad we could help then.
I
And
was
thank
so
you.
surprised to see y'all. Thank you so much. Good to see you too.
You
Good
as
to
well,
see
Cyril.
you, Cereal.
Well, this has been another episode of Eyes on Colonel. Myself and Ivy would like to say thank you all for listening.
Thank
And
you
me too.
all.
And Bev, thank you for being here as usual, even though you are not a host or a co-host.
Oh, I thought I was. I thought that's why you wanted me here.
No, you're like our Ed McMahon.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I get to give people money?
Outside of the show, sure. Actually, you could do it during the show. I don't have a problem.
Yeah, well,
with
you
that.
actually,
Here, Cereal. Here, have a $5.
Yeah. All right.
That
And if
is
you would
so
like your
funny.
own $5, you guys come on
Thank
down
you.
to O'Barkey's.
Yeah, well, that was my last $5 bill, but I've got some ones and some
Oh, you
quarters.
can have this back. I'm sorry. I didn't
No,
know
it's
those
for
were
you.
1 5.
You want it.
Thank you, Bev.
All right.
Okay.
Well, have a good night, everybody.
Good night.
bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
This has been Welcome to Colonel with Betsy Reeves, Marlon Mooney, and Davy Pierce. Today's guest was played by Ben Harris. Welcome to Colonel is recorded and produced by Davy Pierce at Happy Town Studios, Atlanta, Georgia. Follow us on Instagram at Welcome to Colonel. And please be sure to like and subscribe to Welcome to Colonel on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever quality podcasts are found.